a person wants to be the nominee of the Republican Party, there can be no evasion and no games. They must reject any group or cause that is built on bigotry.
We should react and we should work and organize as white people. Widespread violence that will come to Britain if indeed the non-whites continue to come in this unending stream. Specifically, that's one reason why I'm here. The only way people can judge the Klan is by, from our own lips, what we can say about it. And I'm here to say that anybody who wants to be a Klansman, the way to do it is not by being violent, but by being legal and trying to work within the system.
I mean, they're literally breeding faster than they can raise your taxes to pay for them all.
David Duke has been repudiated by his party, vilified by his opponents, exposed as a racist in this TV commercial.
My victory.
Proud to announce my candidacy for the United States Senate. I'm overjoyed to see Donald Trump and most Americans embrace most of the issues that I've championed for years. My slogan remains America First. And that's what I've been doing. I was elected to the House of Representatives. I became the Republican nominee for the United States Senate in my state. I beat the sitting Republican governor from the vote of Republicans, 490.
Okay, but
and the Republican Party has adopted my program, which I first came out, I was the first Republican to talk about massive immigration.
David, did you not say that voting against Donald Trump at this point is really treason to your heritage?
Yes, because I think that the other two candidates, Cruz and Rubio, have literally supported and...
Don't you think your support of Trump is going to hurt him?
Well, let me tell you, right after this came out, it was massive news. For 3 days, he jumped 10 points in the polls. Again, I got 65% of the European American vote in my state as a Republican.
The debate stage and voices admiration for Donald Trump.
I will be Donald Trump's most loyal advocate to make sure his nominees go to the Supreme Court.
Condemn David Duke and say that you don't want his vote or that of other white supremacists in this election?
Well, just so you understand, I don't know anything about David Duke, okay? I don't know anything about what you're even talking about with white supremacy or white supremacists. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, did he endorse me or what's going on? Because, I know nothing about David Duke. I know nothing about white supremacists. And so you're asking me a question that I'm supposed to be talking about people that I know nothing about.
But I guess the question from the Anti-Defamation League is, even if you don't know about their endorsement, there are these groups and individuals endorsing you. Would you just say unequivocally you condemn them and you don't want their support?
Well, I have to look at the group. I mean, I don't know what group you're talking about. You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about. I'd have to look. If you would send me a list of the groups, I will do research on them, and certainly I would disavow if I thought there was something wrong. But you may have groups in there that are totally fine, and it would be very unfair. So give me a list of the groups, and I'll let you know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but...
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know David Duke.
What do you see as the biggest problem with the Reform Party right now?
Well, you've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem. I mean, this is not exactly the people you want in your party.
Well, just so you understand, I don't know anything about David Duke, okay? I know nothing about David Duke. I know nothing about white supremacists.
You've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem.
I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but...
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know David Duke.
So he knows exactly who David Duke is. He was asked this morning 2 times, will you repudiate and condemn the Ku Klux Klan? And he refused to do that as well. How are we going to grow our party with a nominee that refuses to condemn the Ku Klux Klan? Don't tell me he doesn't know who the Ku Klux Klan is.
I didn't know David Duke was there. I wanted to see the facts.
This represents a turning point for the people of this country. We are determined to take our country back. We're going to fulfill the promises of Donald Trump. That's what we believed in. That's why we voted for Donald Trump, because he said he's going to take our country back.
The Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. He doesn't represent my party. You know how you make America great again? Tell Donald Trump to go to hell.
But he did call those countries shithole countries. You can confirm that.
You can keep asking me all day long, and I'm going to tell you the same thing. Why don't you ask me, is he a racist?
That was my next question.
Okay, why don't you ask me?
Do you think that he is a racist?
Absolutely not.
one of our presidential candidates and his seeming ambivalence about David Duke and the KKK. So let me make it perfectly clear. Senate Republicans condemn David Duke, the KKK, and his racism. It has nothing, that is not the view of Republicans that have been elected to the United States Senate, and I condemn his comments in the most forceful way.
All across the country, I'm going to tell you what I really think of Donald Trump. This man is a pathological liar.
If you're pathological, there's no cure for that, folks.
Senator Ted Cruz praised his former rival, who returned the favor in front of 20,000 Texans.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.